Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome to a new Let's Play series on the channel. Now for those of you who've been following the polls, you know that Yuan Shu has finally prevailed and won our poll for our next Let's Play series, and here we are playing the ambitious power monger Yuan Shu. We're playing him in 190 in the Rise of the Warlords campaign, and there's a good reason for this, as we wish to build his kingdom correctly, as he does have the ambition to become emperor himself one day, and we'll try to guide him through that despite my personal distaste for the historical version of Yuan Shu. We'll try to do a little better, but we'll preserve, the personality that makes Yuan Shu who he is, which isn't a very nice person. Now we are using a few mods here, which is something that's not common on the channel. We're still using the flag mod. That one I quite like. A very nice looking mod with Yuan in the middle. That's his clan name, and a snake. And we also have the MTU, or Make Them Unique mod. Now this is something that I've been against for a while, but I feel like the Yuan Shu campaign is a great place to try it out. I've never actually really used the mod, so we'll be kind of reviewing it as we go as well. And other than that, there's a battle enhanced camera mod that we've been using since our past campaigns. Just allows better zooming on the battlefield, and all three mods will be included with links in the description below this video. So let's talk about MTU for a second. So as you can see here, we have 4 noteworthy characters that are all added in from the MTU mod. And that's Zhong, you have Lady Feng, Yuan Anyang, and Yan Xiang. Okay, so some of these are not included in the base game. For example, Zhang Xun is not available to the faction in the base game, and some of these have different classes. So Yuan Anyang, our daughter, I believe is changed into a strategist. We can check that out once we get in. She used to be a commander, so it says here she's now a strategist. And they all been given unique abilities that they can use on the battlefield in-game as well. Makes them a little bit more interesting. I believe there's also events added in from the MTU mod. And previously, I held the belief that a lot of the mods alter the game difficulty and made the game a little bit too easy. But since Yuan Shu probably have seen his last DLC in the 194, A World Betrayed, as historically he dies off in 199, we're probably not going to see his faction change very much going forward, and he's not really going to get any unique characters added to his factions as the game progressed to later chapter packs. So we did see Jiling get added in as a general in the 194 DLC, but that character is not really historically relevant for Yuan Shu's faction. He was really added in to provide a flavor for an event revolving Lü Bu. So because of that, I feel like it's nice, since we're doing a Yuan Shu campaign, to flesh out more of his roster, and MTU provides that with these 4 additional characters. So this is kind of the place where we're going to test things out here. Now, most of the game is unchanged. You still have Yuan Shu as the commander, and he still has the same background bonus of 25% income from commerce and industry, as well as plus 15 points of undercover network cost for enemy spies. His starting situation is very hard in the 190 situation because he's surrounded by quite some strong foes, and even the ones who are not at war with him, like Liu Chong and Liu Belt, don't like you very much. So we have to navigate our way through this, defeat some yellow turbans, hold back Dongzhuo, and expand kind of historically towards Yangzhou and into Cao Cao's territory. Now, although he ends up here historically, he only escaped to Yangzhou because he lost in a battle to Cao Cao. So if we're able to wipe out Cao Cao early on, we'll just take over the central plains, because that's what would have happened historically if Yuan Shu had actually won. Now, his faction specialization in-game is legitimacy. It's a very unique resource that's quite hard to gain, and is required to use to recruit new characters, which is one of the aspects that make Yuan Shu quite difficult. We'll try to balance this out by setting up some diplomatic deals, as we have shown in our recent early game playbook video, and we're going to try to use a similar strategy here, as we will try to defend Nanyang and expand out from here. Now, our unique unit, Rapid Tiger Infantry and Warriors of the Left, are really bad units for unique units, and we'll try to implement them a little bit, but most likely we'll avoid them. And speaking of units, because we're using a mod that I think makes the game a little bit easier, I'm also going to be putting a restriction on the game to try to balance out the other way and make things harder. And what I've been wanting to do is to force ourselves to recruit only one type of retinue, have one limit. So basically, let's say you have a strategist, then you can only have a maximum of one trebuchet, one crossbow, one crossbowman, one archer militia. You can't recruit duplicate retinues. So you have to pick out a more variety for your units, and for your champion you might be forced to do like a Z militia, a spear guard, a heavy spear guard. Basically you can't repeat units, and that way you kind of force the army to adapt and to kind of feature all the units in the game as well. So that's kind of the balancing we're going to restrict on ourselves in this campaign, and hopefully that will work out. Now if it doesn't work out, we'll scrap it later on, but I'm going to give it my best shot in this campaign here, and hopefully it'll make the battles a lot more interesting. Now we do have another unique buildings we talk about, but unique unit, unique building for Yuan Shu, both are pretty terrible. So that much is known. And we have a unique assignment. This one's actually pretty good in the late game once you get a good amount of legitimacy to spend, and you can use that to boost your commerce income farther. So with that said, let's just jump into the game and check out all these new characters. And we'll be playing this once again on legendary 40 minutes. So let's hop in here. Alrighty, so that's our dialogue in the beginning, as Dongzhuo has fled with the emperor, and we're left with a choice to support the Han or take it for ourselves. So establish your power, Lord Yuan Shu. China is in chaos. There has never been a greater time to realize your own destiny. To succeed, you must be ruthless. Dongzhuo now holds the emperor in his grip. The coalition against him under your kin's Yuan Shao's leadership has collapsed, as he is just a blustering fool whose time must soon end. Make friends where you can, but do not hesitate to abandon any who would cross you. Let none forestall your ambition. Claim high empire regions and be wary of Liu Biao and Dongzhuo. First mission, still the same. We have to take down the army in front of us. Taste of victory is a reward. And let's figure things out with the mod first. So most of the game is still the same. We got a builder and an overseer. That's quite a good run here. And the characters are what's really different. So first, our wife, Lady Feng, Weeping Woman. I don't know why she's called the Weeping Woman. Jealous of Lady Feng's preferential treatment and beauty, the concubines made her cry in front of Yuan Shu numerous times. Okay, so that's later down the line. She is very well known for being a very beautiful woman, but after Yuan Shu became emperor, he had a ton of concubines, and she was definitely neglected a little bit. She causes -2 satisfaction for all characters, faction-wide, if made into... Actually, no, it doesn't say made into a heir. Is that just a passive? That is just a straight-up passive bonus. Okay, so that's always there. Doesn't matter if she is your heir or not. And you also have +5 satisfaction for all commanders. That's always there. plus 1k population growth if she is administrator. Interesting. They gave her a lot of stat boosts, 25 cunning, 10 instinct, 25 authority. That's a good chunk of stats. 60 points. That's or no, yeah, 60 points. That's pretty good compared to what she was as a generic. Her armor gives plus 5 morale to own retinue, which is fairly strong. Plus 5% speed. Okay, 18 authority. They gave her new traits as well. Clever for character experience boost. Fertile for plus 50% chance of having kids. And beautiful, which increases her personal satisfaction but will drop the faction-wide satisfaction by 5 if we make her into Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader. So this is pretty historical with beautiful. Fertile, not so much. She didn't have that many kids. They also give her skills, unique skills. Personal bodyguard, passive buff. Wait, passive buff? Why is there a duration and a cooldown if it's passive? Enable if not under fire. Okay, does it go on cooldown if you get hit? 50 range. Damage resistant but loses melee evasion, melee damage, minus 1% fatigue. Okay, so this is good for your front line when they're tanking up enemy range damage, I assume, because you get the 15% damage resistance. But once the melee lines clash, I don't think you want this anywhere near your units, because the melee evasion would really decimate your own force unless it's on the enemy. We'll see how this works on the battlefield. Alright, this is still very similar. Okay, she gets another one. Commanding Presence. 2-tier ability. Minus 10% enemy speed. Okay, so there's 2 circles here. One that's 25 meters, one that's 100 meters. I wonder if it's stack. Like say enemies move slower 20% when they're within 25 meters of your range, but if they're within 100 but outside of 25, it's only minus 10%. Okay, so she's kind of a passive boost within your army. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think her skills are bad. I think they're pretty good actually. Damage resistance. I like how there's some negatives. Right, I don't like changes where you get just amazing bonuses throughout without any trade-off. Right, this trade-off kind of gives you a little bit of playstyle where you keep her around your units when the range are engaged with your line, and then you pull her out once the battle begins. And this is similar. You kind of could run her up a little bit to slow down the enemy so that your range units can do more damage to the enemy force as they approach you. Anyhow, that's Lady Feng here. And then we have our daughter, Yuan Yang, who was a commander in the base game, but in this mod, she is now a strategist, and she has the background Princess Zhong. Now, Zhong is going to be the term that we're going to use for our kingdom name, but we're not there yet. But then, since she's the princess of the kingdom, Princess Zhong kind of makes sense. And she gets plus 5% retinue upkeep for her own retinue. Okay, so expensive girl. 15% armor piercing range damage for range units for own retinue. Okay, so crossbow units are going to excel better with her just because they focus more on armor piercing damage. Okay, that's fine. She also got 60 points of stats. And her armor gives 10% speed plus, okay, so not too different, nothing too special about the armor. Graceful, melee evasion, plus 10 satisfaction. Fertile as well, interesting. Safe haven, not under fire, not engage in melee, health above 50%. Wow, wait, this gives the units around her stop fatigue gain and also 23 heal per second. This feels broken. 50-meter range if she's not under fire or engaged in melee. Okay, I want to try this out. 9-second duration, 9-second cooldown. Is that 9 seconds of the effect, then 9 seconds of cooldown, and then 9 seconds, like, does it repeat? Like, I don't understand how passive buff have cooldowns here. Or is it same idea, where if she gets hit under fire, it goes down to a 9-second cooldown, and then if she's not under fire, it goes back on. We'll find out later. Alright, the middle skill is the same. Blooming Beauty. Also 2-tier. So this is similar to Mom, except for this is a speed up. A 20% speed up. Oh, wait. So if you look at the top part, you get 10% speed to own army passively. And then if you're on the battlefield, it increases 20% additional speed. And this is, okay, enemy army minus 10% speed. And then people around her loses speed. Can that be allies as well? Like, are we supposed to run her up to the enemy and slow them down? Well, anyways, they play kind of opposite of each other, but they can synergize, you know? Speed up your own cavalry. Always heal them. Make sure they don't get tired. Just run her with inside the cavalry. Get some charge. Heal them up. Run out. Do it again. And they run much faster within her zone. Like, together this is what, 50% speed? That could be insane. Alright, Yan Xiang. Ooh, we got a seer title here. So he's the only advisor of Yuan Shu to give him the advice of don't declare yourself as emperor. And history proves him to be correct. Now, I think they made him a little too young here. I understand why, because you want to use him for a long time, but there's no way he was 20 and 190, because he gave that advice in 195, which will make him 25. And that, in my mind, feels that he's too young to be in a position to give Yuan Shu that advice. And he dies in 199. So, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's not the biggest deal. 60 points, plus 2 satisfaction to all characters if Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader, and 10 cover costs for enemy spies. Okay, not bad. A little bit of satisfaction, not that much. I mean, it's the same as his authority gains. 12% speed on himself. Burn is definitely useful. Ooh, plus 5% income from all sources if Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader. So I think they're designing him to be a good Prime Minister in the future. He needs some help here with satisfaction. We might have to give him a title early, just to keep him happy. Zhang Cheng, he's also, I don't think he's also in the base game, but Zhang Cheng is another advisor who worked for us, but then we didn't get along with him, so we actually fired him. And I might actually fire him here. He doesn't have anything unique about him. But most characters are hard to get as Yuan Shu because of legitimacy, so we might just keep him. We didn't look at his abilities, that's right. Sound device, active buff. First 5 seconds, you lose speed, you lose melee attack. And then second phase, you gain... Whoa. Okay. So are we supposed to activate this like 5 seconds before the enemy hits our line? Decrease cooldown of abilities. Interesting. We'll have to figure out how to use these abilities in battle. Element of surprise. Oh, this is strong version of Wisdom of River. Because you hit the enemy with melee evasion, armor, and then you also hit their speed, you also hit their melee attack rate. 30 seconds. I mean, that's stronger than Wisdom of the River. Wisdom River is only 20 seconds. Oh, it's also 30 seconds. But you hit their attack rate as well. So not only do you hit them harder, they can't hit back, and they can't really run away either. Okay. And then Zhang Xun. Okay, so Zhang Xun was the general-in-chief. He was the highest tier military commander of the Zhong kingdom when it was created. He was sent to lead 7 different army groups to attack Lü Bu, and then they betrayed him. Most of them got talked into flipping sides, and he got screwed, but he wasn't too bad. Minus 15% retinue upkeep, faction-wide discount, 8 morale when attacking, that is strong. Minus 5% income from family state if he is prime minister. Okay, so if we want faction-wide minus 15% retinue, we have to lose 5% income from family state. Yeah, that's worth it in the late game. That'd be a fine balance. Plus 10% melee damage for melee infantry in his army. He's a commander, right? Okay, interesting. So it encourages melee infantry recruitment. He has a mix of resolve and authority on this, despite the fact that he's a commander. And pretty high resolve. Okay, Trinco is a good trait. Plus 4 satisfaction's good in the future. Charge reflect. He has a level up. His ability is going to be charge forward. Active buff. Can target if not general. Okay, requires a friendly target, so you have to pick someone. So it's only 1 unit you're buffing, and you're giving them double mass, 25 a quarter extra speed, melee evasion, melee attack rate. So you could either give this to like a charging yellow dragon unit or like a charging cavalry unit, I guess. Double mass and extra charge speed. Just charge them in there. Although the melee evasion and melee attack rate's better suited for something like yellow dragons. But strong. This is pretty strong. It's a shame it's only 1 unit. But I guess it'd be too strong if you can give your whole army this or within a range. Exemplary strike. In a duel, enemy lose 50% armor and you do a splash damage. It lasts 20 seconds. But it's only 30-second cooldown. So, yeah, that's actually pretty strong too. So maybe he can even be a duelist. Interesting. Okay, so we're definitely going to try to use him. Yang Hong's still here. He's the same character he is in the base game, I think. Yeah, they didn't do anything to him. Okay, we'll get this level up done. Oh, he has another skill. He has 3 unique skills. I thought there was only 2. Spearhead, passive buff if in a duel. Oh, okay, so this is kind of like Lü Bu's ability. You gain extra damage but you lose some melee evasion. Okay. Effective range. Wait, why is there a range? Do you give this buff to people around you? That could be insane. Anyways, Zhong Xun sounds pretty good. I think we should definitely groom him to be a character that we will use a lot. Yeah, I think we'll go with Unbreakable first, and then go down here. And then we might pick up... Yeah, we're probably going to go for the top tier here, and then eventually we'll pick up some of these. We get 2 level ups in the beginning. Okay, mighty knockback, that's helpful. Cool. Alright, so that's our character. Do we keep the same items we would in a base game? Yeah, so we always start out with a Spy Master, and we always start out with a Stone Pig. And that's going to be key, because the first thing we do is we're going to get ourselves the Imperial Seal. Oh, they modded this. You can no longer steal the Imperial Seal. That's interesting. Okay, alright. That forces us to play a little differently, even though historically we had the seal at this time. Okay, let's check out people's item roster. Okay, you got some weapons. What about Taimao? I wonder what else they changed. Now we gotta try everything again. Okay, nothing really catching my eye here. Commerce. This is pretty good. But I don't think it's good enough to trade for. What about demanding support on turn 1? Did they alter this? Our goal is to try to get as many of these as possible. Okay, 5.0 is not bad. Maybe we'll trade away our Spy Master for this. And some extra payment on top. Let's see if he's willing to do like 71. 70? Okay, no. Maybe we'll find it. There we go. Alright, we got ourselves legitimacy to start off. We got some money back. We got Overseer on our item. Let's give it to him. He is probably going to end up being our first administrator. Can't hang on to that for now. We'll take this because we got archers. Okay, and the sword, I guess we'll use it in our first battle for now. We should probably give it to him just to keep him happy. We'll do it after the first fight. And we can probably get a trade route too. Liu Biao. Oh, okay. It's a big payment. I think we fight the first fight and then we'll get the trade agreement with someone else. Cai Mao for a little better price, I think. Let's go. So I think we'll just delegate these fights actually. I'm not keeping the retinue, so I know we'll lose out some value for that trade deal, but I think it should be okay. Alright, we're gonna employ. Just because how hard it is for us to get characters, it's best we try to employ everyone we can. Support from the people, if we capture the jade mines, same logic. We're just gonna quickly snatch it up. Alright, we're gonna lose too many men. Alright, now we gotta focus our economy for a little bit. We probably could have manually fought those and give him more experience, but I'm fine with our situation right now. Ranger's outfit. I'm going to give him our sword, which gives him +8 satisfaction. Go with this to make sure we have enough authority points. Try to steal this as well. Alright, 22 is decent enough. We're gonna probably fire him just because he's harder to keep happy. And we got another character here that we can use for assignments, and he's at least happy with us right now, and plus the fondness should help a little bit. Yeah, faction fondness +15. Do we need to mess with our family tree a little bit? Right now, Yuan Yao is our heir. He's 14. He's 4 years away, so that's 20 turns. If we make our wife, the problem is she has beautiful, which will hurt -5. She counteracts that with her authority, but it would just be a cancel out, and she doesn't actually add anything else. None of this is actually faction-wide bonuses. So I guess we'll just let our son remain heir for now. And then I think we fire him. I want to recruit him out onto the field soon. Alright, first let's get rid of these. And we will build normally, I think. Alright, we only have one assignment. I kind of want Yang Hong to do the building assignment and then trigger that, and then build the state workshop and just go with the normal build here. So we might wait because we don't have enough assignment slots. And then we'll do an army of Yuan Shu, Zhang Xun, who else? Yan Xiang. This is really good. Yeah, I think we'll do that army because families tend to be happier and they're not going to complain as much if we don't summon them onto the field. Assignment. Yeah, he's also going to be an assignment in the future. So off he goes. Quite historical too. Fired him because he gave advice that we didn't like to hear. Alright, I think we're good. I think we'll wait on the build, we'll wait on the assignments for now. And we're building some legitimacy as we go. We can't recruit any armies this turn because it's turn 1. And no one's unhappy enough to leave us. Alright. We didn't get the trade deal done before we got rid of the army. I just realized that. That's an accident. So it should be a little bit cheaper than this. But unfortunately, we disbanded our forces before. I kind of want to keep my items, actually. We'll pay him with cash. Trying to squeeze out a few just to see how much we can save. Okay, that's literally the minimum. And that's worth 335, so he'll pay himself back soon. Alright, should have done that earlier, but we didn't. So that's unfortunate. 13.5. I'm just checking to see if any of the values changed. Okay, that's affordable. We'll figure it out. Alright, so we're getting a good amount of income, and I think now we can actually officially end turn. So let's go. Alrighty, turn 2. Alright, no one good, which is what we're kind of praying for. We don't want anyone good to show up just yet. Alright, as we said, we want to put him in. And then we want to raise... And we'll get rid of the retinues for now. Now I like how none of them get along with each other. It's a great relationship here inside the faction. It's not only like he doesn't get along, they get along. They just don't get along with... Okay, so maybe we need to remove him from the army and then swap him with someone else. Maybe a wife or a family buff. Or our daughter. The heal sounds really good. We'll see. We'll set up some swaps. We used up our seasonal deployment, so we can't do much this turn. There's no reason to build yet because our assignment hasn't kicked in yet, so we're gonna wait for that. That's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, Huangzu want us to pay for non-aggression pact, not happening. Alright, so now it's the turn to build. And that will kick off our events. So trader items definitely good. Authority is also good. So we just make sure he isn't commanding. We have extra army slots. If we swap, okay, Lady Feng, everyone's happy. Daughter doesn't like dad. What if we swap dad? I'm just seeing who she's happy with. She doesn't mind Zhang Xun. We could keep him out. Just split him. Add the daughter in with him. And then we'll add our wife in here. Alright, now we put all the unique generals out on the field just for show here. And hopefully someone comes attack us. It seems like the Han Empire is not actually defending their lumberyard, which is usually defended. Kind of tempts me to take it. Yeah, we might as well actually. And we can check out all their abilities. Now before we do, we gotta get some item swap going on here. So I want this item on him. And then trader item on him. That's fine. Alright, building's good. 4,000. I feel like that's enough for us to buy some legitimacy. We'll start with Cai Mao still, because we already have a deal with him. And I'm gonna see if we can entice him with 4,000 gold. Yes, we can. Okay. 3,800. It's more than enough. 750. 775. Alright. We're just gonna buy legitimacy wherever we can. Now, we could recruit generals with them, but I'm thinking that what we want to do is actually push for about regarded really quickly, just so that we can get the 100 prestige, just so that we can boost ourselves into marquees actually pretty easily. We can get up to 200 if we get over 300 points of legitimacy. Each deal is worth 80 points, so all we need is about 4 deals, and then by like turn 10 we'll be 200 prestige points up, and we should be, you know, close to Duke actually at that point. So hopefully that works out. Now we're going to try to capture this if there's no Han army nearby, and we'll get to try out our new generals. The retinue is very weak, so we're going to bring up our reinforcement army as well. Alright, let's try this out. Alrighty, we're loaded up in here. We're going to wait for our reinforcement a little bit. I want to spend a little time and check out our units, just because all the new abilities we have. Let's hide them in here for a little bit. So, Save Haven is active right now. Everyone's healing. Everyone has no fatigue gain. Does it go on cooldown in like 9 seconds? No, it's just activated. Okay, I think it goes on cooldown. Oh. Why is there a countdown on it? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, that's personal bodyguard. That's her ability. 60-second duration. Does it go away after 60 seconds? And then like have a cooldown? I'm gonna find out first. Time, moment of truth. No, it's still on. Does it enter, like, has 60-second cooldown? I have no idea, but it's working. He doesn't have any abilities from the start. We have that to block arrows. He can give that to someone. Okay, alright. And we'll just travel together towards one of these gates. We'll use the forest as our cover, and then Yuan Shu can activate this when we are needed, and we'll go in and kill those units off. Let's group them together. Now, okay, so Strategist still has low health, that's fine. He has a lot of health because he has high resolve. Okay, they're all not at the gate. Someone's really slow. We're gonna seize the gates before they clump up here with their spear. And we'll make sure they don't take too much unnecessary damage. And instead of clumping everyone together, I think we'll try to do a looping strategy. We'll keep him around here. We'll use our 2 actual strategists to loop from behind to kill the archer off. Provides healing. Okay. I mean, still very similar. We can maybe buff him. If not general. Oh, okay. So it's not useful on generals. We're still buying time here. These 2 will go here. She heals, so should be fine. There's no need to die at this place. We'll spread it out. Let them kind of decide which one to go, and there'll always be a rear exposed. Charge. Come charge. They'll split up their forces. I'll let Yuan Shu take most of the damage, it's fine. I'll just kite them for a little bit. Alright, that's clearly not braced. We'll move her back. She's a commander. We'll grab the morale boost away. So we can charge that from behind. He has my knockback, so we should have him charging. There we go. They're gonna rout. Alright, they did their jobs. Move them back a little bit. Alright. We'll try to split them up again, so we can get a rear charge. Alright, charge. Charge. I'll pull them out. Alright, that unit's bounced back a little. Alright, I'll just route this one completely. And then just one more. Alright, not too bad. Our 5 generals took care of that. Alrighty. Still a little confused on the ability usage, but they seem pretty good. We picked Protector of 3 Realms because we had 3 commanders in that fight. Expanded out a little bit, got a little extra gold. 7,000. Okay, we'll save the money. We need to use it for more legitimacy deals. Why is he angry at us? That lack of purpose should go away. We could also steal this from, say, Yang Hong, who no longer needs it. Okay, hopefully he's happier here. We'll give him some extra instinct for damage. Yeah, we could really use the concubine items. And we'll move them out back into this commandery if possible. That way we don't get the passerby relationship situation. That also decreased satisfaction. So, alright. We're getting 18 points per turn, so we'll be able to recruit a new character in 2 turns. So hopefully we won't get anyone super good. And we're good to go. Let's go. Sun Jian wants a non-aggression pack for 81. It's cheap. But I don't think we really need this. It does improve our relationship, which is helpful. Especially since we want his son. But I don't know if he's going to live or not. If he doesn't live, then his son's going to become faction leader. Then we can't marry him into the family here. Let's negotiate. What if we decide to pay you like 7? Okay. This seems like the cheaper option here. Alrighty, your economy grow has kicked off. So now things will be a lot cheaper. For growing a might, we're going to save that until we want to build our first army. And our first target is He Yi, which is a great target. And then Sun Jian requests us for help. Okay, so we can declare war against Liu Biao, or we can let him perish and lose some relationship with Sun Jian. Let's see. I don't want to go to war for him. I want the legitimacy deals. So we're going to leave Sun Jian to his own accord. We'll still be positive relationship with him. And this should go away slowly. Yeah, we're going to do this. And move our relationship with Liu Biao into the positive. So we'll balance it out a little bit. And hopefully we can get legitimacy deals from Liu Biao. Being honorable and helping our friend is never really our calling card here. Alright, Xu Huang's army is moving through our territory. He's not aggressive. Now, it'd be nice if we can recruit him and capture him, but the fight itself is quite difficult. So unless he decides to attack our town, we're not going to mess with him. And here comes characters. Zhou Tai. We really want Zhou Tai. You guys know how strong he is. So we can get him next turn because all the legitimacy deals we've been setting up. And because we have your economy grow, we're going to focus on development for now. Okay, and then next turn we'll pick up Zhou Tai. Jiling and Zhang Hong will pass Zhu Zhi as well. Even though those are slightly more historical, especially Jiling and Zhu Zhi. They definitely served us. Now, what do we want? We probably want industry and commerce focused income here because we have Nanyang and Runan to the south, and even Xiangyang is very industry focused. So I think we're going to go with a trade route here and then also rush towards Onyx Dragons. So with that trade deal, do we have any partners nearby? So it seems like everyone around us already filled up their trade deal, so it's a little bit unfortunate. And we don't have any active peace deal possible. We don't have enough income to kind of buy legitimacy this turn. Unless he's really... Okay, it's 8.2 now. Okay. 18.7. Okay, this one's actually quite low. I'm going to test it out to see if what 1,999 can give us? 5.3. So we can give him an auxiliary item. That's what we could do. Or we could offer him payment per turn. Both, I think, are valid. I'm a little hesitant on payment per turn because 2.9 could be a lot. We could get rid of this. But it's keeping him happy. That's the thing. We also have a satisfaction issue, so... We'll just wait. We'll wait one more turn for income. We can recruit Jotai anyways next turn, so it's fine. It's not like we need the extra 8 this turn to make that difference here. So let's continue here. Alright. Li Jue's army is here. This is just we're gonna utilize the town to kill him off. We're gonna work on his faction-wide bonuses abilities. And we can kind of... I think these two will be fine. They can definitely loop them around. It should be no problem. We got ourselves an inspector, which we might actually want to trade away since it doesn't actually increase our satisfaction. So first things first, we're grabbing Jotai. And we're going to try to put Jotai in this army just to start kicking off his... Ooh, we could also marry him to our daughter. No, we're going to save our daughter for Sun Ce if that's possible. And then we're going to get rid of his retinues. Give him some extra charge bonus. There's nothing we need to build this turn. So the rest of the gold goes into diplomacy. Potentially, I kind of want his support so he wouldn't go to war with us, because he really likes to fight us. Like, what if I give him all my money and then an item on top? Yeah, he's rich. He doesn't want our money. It doesn't make him happy, so we're not going to deal with him. What about him? Okay, he's starting to like us. Okay, we'll wait a little bit so that he actually likes us before we offer him that deal. He's poor. This should be more than what he wants. Right. So we can save that auxiliary item for now and just offer him cash. Come on. Wow. Seriously? Alright, fine. Alright, we'll let them attack us. We're now stacking 26 legitimacy a turn. That should be pretty good. We can get characters every 2 turns. And we got Jotai, so can't complain about that. Let's just enter and get this fight started, because they're going to attack us right here. Alright, right on cue, Dong Zhuo's army is here, and we're going to go wipe them out. Alrighty, so we're loaded up in here. They are attacking from one direction, which is great. We're going to put our units... Now, there's very few trees here, which is a bit difficult, but I think we can deal with it. Gonna stack these guys inside here. Call these group 1. We're gonna run them to the corner. We're gonna run these 2 over here to the other corner, and then Jotai will run out and try to lead them on. He's also our fastest general, I believe. Oh, I lied. How does he have so much speed? Ah, 10% speed on his armor as well. He probably he does have mobility as a skill. He also has speed from Overseer. Alright, he's going to lead the army. Jotai can spend some time with our daughter. Alright, that's good. Run them off. Run them off. Look brave. We're not dueling. They might not even chase us with the whole army, and that's fine. We are faster than their cavalry, so that's all we need to be. And if they don't chase us right away, we'll just have to lead them out of the town afterward. Where are they going? Wow, autopathing is really bad here. Why are they turning back inside? Alright, we got the attention of 2 cavalry units. That's it? You guys just stand here? Okay, we lost their attention. Sending new ones at us? No, they're just going in. That's fine. We'll go fast here. Alright, so they're inside. They're chasing for those guys. We just capture back and then they'll react to us. We gotta buy them some time to get to the corner. Chase us? No? Okay, ignore us. It's fine. They make good distance here. They're still visible. They need to be farther away to be invisible. But now's our chance to try to grab these again. Don't take the risk. You don't need to capture them. You just need them to come back. And preferably come out and chase you. Which they might not do for a while. Alright, they lost vision of everyone else, so now they can chase you. Here we go. Alright, you guys know how this story ends, so we're just going to cut to the end here and save ourselves some time. So see you guys then. Alrighty, nice and easy heroic victory right there. Let's see if we captured anyone. Niu Fu. So he's the son-in-law to Dong Zhuo, administrator of Anding. Not very impressive. I think we'll just release him, get some more cash out of this. And we'll get some more cash here, so we don't need 10% replenishment. No one got hurt. Okay, new turn. We're going to end our episode here as we will continue by taking down this army next time to continue build up a Oaththorn relationship with Zhou. Hopefully with our daughter, which has quite a nice healing ability. Zhang Xun can go off and find another army of his own later, and we'll beat them down. They're very weak, so we can crush it pretty easily. And then we'll try to build up more relationship with our cash so that we can get more legitimacy deals as we move forward. And then we'll look to expand east as we have held back the first wave of Dong Zhuo's attack. Now there is a chance that Lü Bu might show up with a full stack, so we will be looking to build a real army very soon. We just needed this couple turns to save up enough cash to get the legitimacy deals all online in the south, and then we'll play it out as normal, and we'll try to follow our rule and only have one unit of each type inside our armies and see how that works out. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.